So I had my grad yesterday, so dressed up all nice and spiffy, kind of folded and stuff, a little flower mark, whatever, doesn't matter. So basically, reflecting on things, the new Xbox, the Xbox One, has been announced. Sure, calling it just Xbox. And I thought this would be the perfect time to go back and look at my favorite games on the Xbox 360. So basically, I've been playing for years, and I've gotten a collection of favorites. So these are my top 10, going from 10 to 1. And these are not the best games, because, they're the ones that I spent the most time on, the ones I had the most fun with, and my all-time favorites. These are the ones that I would like to come back 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years in the future, and play these great games. And hopefully others will enjoy them too. So these are my top 10, so don't complain if, these ones, hint, Bioshock's not in it. Fantastic game. Not something I spent years on. There you go, teaser. So here we go. Here they are. Just got the side of them. Don't want to tease it too much. And number 10, Call of Duty 3. So, why isn't another Call of Duty? Because I love COD 3. There was something about the World War environment. It was my first Call of Duty title. I know that sounds weird, but it was the one where it's like, my mom said, well, you just got $50, because I was little then, right? It just came out. It's on sale, it's like $20 off, why don't you try it? I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And it turned out to be one of my favorite games that I've ever played. I was a medic online, I had so much fun, the campaign was amazing at the time, the weapons were cool, the environment was fantastic, and it's Call of Duty 3. That enchanting menu sound is just amazing. Takes me back, so that's number 10. Number 9, Rock Band 2. Not as complete as Rock Band 3, not as groundbreaking as Rock Band 1, but it was ultimate. It had all my music from the first game, it had all these new tracks, all these new DLC packs, and it was just the one where I spent so much time on, building a band, whammy power, and playing and over and over and over again. When Rock Band 3 came out, of course I just subbed it out, but still, it's more memorable to me than Rock Band 1 or Rock Band 3, because I spent so much time playing on this by myself, with friends online, and it was Rock Band 2. Number 8. Transformers War for Cybertron. High Moon Studios. Goddamn, you make one hell of a title. Now this was amazing because I love Transformers, and I like, not the new ones, they're kind of crap. I like Generation 1 Transformers. These things from the 80s and stuff, I'm young, but I've watched the cartoons, I've seen the toys, they're way better than the crap we have now. And this game was a true, build from that, giving us Cybertron, which is something I've always wanted to see created, and created a beautiful story, which set up an amazing sequel. You can watch that walkthrough and stuff. Love that game, and it was something so intense about playing as both sides, beating monsters, and the online was fantastic. It was basically, I said, Transformers in third person, and you could change any time you want. It was great. War for Cybertron. Haven't played it, pick it up, seriously. Borderlands. Now, I know, why not Borderlands 2? Well, Borderlands 2 I felt was kind of just building on this. It was bigger, better, had more stuff. But there was just something special about this one, from the first menu that you jump in, and you just see that, I can't even remember what they're called, little scorched creature thingies, and you just smacked by a bus, and Cage the Elephant. It was amazing. You could pick your little guy, your character, you level them, you build them, and then there's DLC packs. It was the first game I thought that really had true large DLC packs that continuously built on the experience. I was always, the commando. I love doing the turrets and healing people and stuff. Kind of sad they took that out on the next one for commando, but they threw it over to the sirens, yes. There was just something special, unique, and crazy about how they set up the enemies, the bosses, the setup. It was an amazing RPG game. It was also a first-person shooter. It was like COD, but, with busting. Here's a big one, Left 4 Dead 2. So why isn't it higher? Why isn't it lower? Left 4 Dead 2 was the continuation of Left 4 Dead. I played Left 4 Dead, the first one, and I thought it was fantastic. It was great. There's just something special about Left 4 Dead 2 that really brought everyone I knew when we played it together, and we did the story, and we did survival, and we did scavenge, and we played against each other and competed. And it was just the controversy even coming up to it with the logo and everything that had the Switch. I don't know, something special about killing clowns and the new squad. I didn't like the new squad as much as the first one, but they were interesting. They were a good cast. Dark Carnival was great. The Swamp was creepy. The first level got you into it, and then later on the DLC added all the other maps from the first game and another Coldstream. Yes. Fantastic game. Cheap DLC from Valve and dedication. It's fantastic. And I got the mod now on PC if you see, and there's even better work being done there. So I come close to the midway point. This is number 5. Battlefield Bad Company. Not Battlefield 2, not Battlefield 3, not Bad Company 2, Bad Company 1. The cast, you fell in love with them. My friend rented this game, I played it, and I had to buy it right away. There's just something about the squad and the quest for gold that was just amazing. They were just like a fucked up group of ragtag soldiers that didn't give a shit. They were out doing whatever they wanted. They gained themselves riches that they didn't really explain in the second one. Can't wait till the third one comes out. There's just something special about this. And the multiplayer, I mastered everything on it. I was at the highest level you could get in the game. The maps were fantastic. The gameplay made me fall in love with the Battlefield series, like truly fall in love with it. And I can't wait till the third one comes out, and that's why it deserves top place here. Number 4. Shadowrun. What the hell is Shadowrun doing here? What the hell is Shadowrun? Shadowrun was one of the, I don't want to say launch, but it was definitely a first-year title that brought together these just creatures, like these races. You could be a troll, not racist, racist. There you go. Troll, a human, like a dwarf, and an elf. And I love playing as an elf. All this had was multiplayer, and that's all this needed was multiplayer. I can't believe this company kind of went under and everything, because they were amazing. Their idea and their concept was beautiful. If it would have had DLC support, and maybe if it would have been an arcade game in the future, it would have done amazingly. I packed so many fucking hours into this. I lost weight doing this over was winter vacation one year. Definitely with muscle. But anyways, and you just be Katana on an elf and just fly around, cut people up and shit. It was great. This was a fantastic title, and definitely loved it. If you haven't tried it, you can get it for like $5 an hour or something like that at EB. It's definitely worth it. I'll move these titles out of the way. Number 3, Gears of War 1. Now this is kind of what made me buy an Xbox 360. I was at my friend's house, and he's like, try this game. I'm like, I'd rather play Halo 2. Fucking love Halo 2. Halo 2 is amazing. Teaser for the future. And then he walks up, and he chainsaws me. And it was just something special about being able to literally chainsaw someone, massacre them, blood everywhere, curb stomp them after. Torque bow, like, it's just something amazing about the style of the game, the gore, the grit. It made me love Gears of War. And then the story itself, running through it on Insane, Ram's a bitch. There's just something special, and I will always cherish this one. The other Gears of Wars were good, but it's not Gears of War 1. This is what started it. This is what made people love the series. This style. Executions were cool later on. There's some more questionable things they added, but this is the true Gears of War title. Number 2. Now these last two were very hard for me to do, because these two games I played the most out of anything. I poured hours into these games. I couldn't think of which one was more special to me until I'll get to the first one, and I'll tell you why I won. Call of Duty 4. I didn't love this when I started it, but as soon as I got into it and played it, this was because it was different from Call of Duty 3. I was used to Call of Duty 3. It's all arcadey. This changed everything. I was 10th Prestige. I still put like fucking 30 days into this. I did the campaign. I live streamed the campaign recently. I loved the characters. I loved the style. Price, and then later on introduced the Soap was your character. And it changed gaming forever. It made the Call of Duty franchise what it is. It was amazing. The graphics were beautiful. They're still pretty fucking good. Nice little gritty style. The sniping, the weapons. I wanted to level everything in the game. I wanted to master everything. I wanted to play over and over and over again. I wish you could reset your prestiges. I even had another account I was playing on, prestiging on it. And there's just something special about Call of Duty, where all my friends were at. I had a clan on here with a good group of people, and this is where I spent a lot of my time. Which brings me to why this title, you can kind of guess what it is number 1. Halo 3. So Halo 3 I picked up at my first midnight release when I was in grade 7, I think. 7 or 8. I was little, and then when I was older, And at 17, I could pick up my own games for the first time. I picked up Halo 4, which was very special for me. One of my big moments for Xbox. Halo 3 is the definite game on the console for Xbox 360. The campaign was beautiful. It was the ending to Bungie's trilogy. There's just something poetic about it. The music was fantastic. O'Donnell. Multiplayer, I poured hours into. Hours and hours and hours. I still go back and play multiplayer. And then Forge was amazing. You could create whatever you wanted. You could have your own maps. And then there was custom games where you could just sit with your friends and play zombies over and over on the same maps that you loved. Why did Halo 3 win over Call of Duty 4? Well, simply because when I'm sad or I'm happy, I go back and I play Halo 3. I do the final level and I do that intense Warthog run. Every time. No matter how old I get, I will come back. I will play Halo 3 and I will do the ending, where I'll do the whole campaign. And I will love it, and the characters, they do not get old for me. I love the story. Cortana, the Chief, Johnson. Guilty Spark, kinda. He's a bit of an ass. Killed a big character, you might have heard that. The Flood, the style, the way that they had the different factions running. And there's just something you can't replicate about this game. In Halo 3, I hope to see in the 10th anniversary. I know it won't be an HD remake, because, you know, how do you HD? I guess you make it a little better, but Halo 3 is the best game on Xbox 360. If you haven't played it, and you're one of those kids that just jumped into the new Halo, or you play COD and stuff, play this game. This game is just important, it's special, and it's well done. So these are the top 10 Xbox 360 games of all time. My top 10 favorite. Maybe I'll do a top 100 list or something later on for my site. But these are my top 10 favorite games. Hope you enjoyed, and check out other stuff, and then I'll do maybe other definite lists. But that is my top 10 favorites for this console.